Okay, welcome back to part 2 of like the basics of Fortnite. And now, if you've seen my part 1, basically I took you through what is a normal battle royale game. Now I'm going to show you the menu screen and some of the other options available. Okay, again, if you haven't seen the first one, then please do check out the first one. But this is for complete newbies to the game. This is for parents. This is for youth workers who want to do Fortnite and use it for their youth work. This is for even maybe for young people who have never played before and want to figure this all out. This is not, if you play Fortnite regularly, you know, you'll be watching this going, oh Nick, you didn't even explain this bit of it. Okay, this is just the basics. Okay, so here we are. This is the main screen, and if it's the first time you've seen it, it can look a bit bewildering. Like, what am I looking at first? It's just a whole load of words everywhere. Okay, let me go through it a bit more carefully. Okay, top left, Chapter 2, Season 5. Basically, every now and then, Epic, the people that make Fortnite, will renew it and change the map and everything, all the accessories and everything that goes with it. Okay, so that's just where we're at the moment. Doesn't really make a big difference to the game, but the more you play it, the more you understand that we're just going through different kind of seasons and they update things. Underneath that it says level 80. That means for this kind of season that we're in, that's the level that I am at. Okay, the more things that you do in the game, the more experience you get, the higher the levels you go, and there are rewards for that as well, which we'll talk about in a minute. Just under that it says new quests. Those are things that you can do. So if you, and it gives the little icon which button to press. So if I press that, it gives you another screen where basically it shows you all of the different things that you can do in the game. So this one, this is someone from Tomato Head, and I want to launch a new line of nautical pies. Want to help me find the right toppings, and it says eat fish. Okay, so you can get a fishing rod in the game, you can catch fish, and then you can eat them. And if you do that, then you get more XP. Great. Okay, and it's a fun. They've got lots of kind of different quests that you can do. It's not the main game as such. The main game is obviously sort of trying to get a victory royale and become first in amongst everybody else. But these are fun little things to do to increase your XP and give a different type of the game. And then you've got different ways that you can, different options here. This is everything. This is specific quests. These are XP quests. These are special quests. So that's just everything, and then they've sort of simplified it down into different lists. You see at the top we're on quests. If we press RB, we go to the map, so we can just see the map in more detail. We can zoom in, we can zoom out. Okay, we can zoom in and we can move around, so that's fine. And then if you press RB, this says collections. Alright, these are all the different things that you can kind of either visit, unlock, etc. Alright, don't worry too much about this. Alright, it's either locations or points of interest or people. You can also look at the different fish as well that you've caught. These are all the fish that I've caught. These ones I have not caught yet. I don't know what they are. Okay, let's go back out of that. So let's go back to here. So all we've done is just looked at the new quest so far. Okay, if you look at the main in the middle bit, this is my character, Nick JD Blanche. Okay, I am not ready at the minute. The minute I ready up, then I'll go into a game. And here we've got 1, 2, 3 other spots, okay, and automatically I can see that one of my Fortnite friends is online, he's playing. I could join his party, which means we create a group together, or I could include someone else and add them. So I can press A here, and it shows me this little menu as well. If I come out of that, you can see at the very top right there's kind of 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, and there's a little symbol there. So if I press that button, that brings up the same thing. Okay, it's 2 different ways you can get to it. I can either go onto one of these circles, press A, or I can just press that other button. Okay, right, so this is the kind of the other menu. Alright, okay, so if I go to the first bit, this top left, I can add my friends. So I've got some friend requests here, okay, and I can add a name. Everybody has a name, an epic name, okay? Mine is Nick JD Blanche. How do I know that? Well, because I set it, but also in the very top left, you can see it. It's written up in the top left of the screen, Nick JD Blanche. So if you know what your actual friend, and they play Fortnite, okay, you can go in there, write that name, so Nick JD Blanche, okay. Oh no, that's not working. Hang on. Why is that not? Because my keyboard isn't working. Hang on. So I could put Nick JD Blanche like so, and I could send a friend request. I can't send a friend request myself, obviously, but if that was what I was doing, I could click enter. Alright, that would go off and try and find that person. Alright. Often what you tend to do is you tend to find people in the game and you might become friends with them as well. But if you want to keep it safe, just people you actually know in real life, then you need to ask, what's your epic name? And then you can put it in there. Okay, you can see, so here we are, Nick JD Blanche, that's my name there. Alright. Now if I go into my party up, you can see these are my joinable parties, so I could try and join with Josh Humph. Here are some of the other people that I know who are all playing at the moment, and I could maybe go to them and I could invite them to a party. So I could send that, invite sent to them, they could join me in a game. Sometimes people would send them to me. I can also whisper, that just means send a little kind of chat message to them. I can mute them if they're getting on my nerves, and I can even add a nickname. So if I can't remember all their names, like Darth Blanche, who is that? Actually, that's my son Nathan, but I could say add a nickname, son Nathan, just in case. I don't know. Alright, so that's it. When you add those people, they suddenly will appear, okay, here on your screen, and you can have a party. You can have a party, a group of up to 16. But once you go past 4 people in your party, you can't play the normal game. Okay, so you can play. This is where we come to this bit here. Remember in the part 1 we looked at how to play the game with clicks of change. If you have 2 of you, you can play duos. If you have 3 of you, play trios. And if you have all 4, you play squads. If you go more than 4 people in your party, the only thing you'll be able to play is Team Rumble and Creative. Okay, Team Rumble or Creative. We'll come back to that in a little while. Okay, so that's how you can kind of build out a group of you and play. Now you might be thinking, but okay, I'd love to play this game. I'd love to play duos, trios, squads, and I don't have any friends yet on Fortnite because I've only just started playing. That's fine. Okay, I could go into squads. All right, and you can see over here it says fill. All right. If I put don't fill, then I'll go into a squad-based match on my own. Or if I had maybe one friend, it would just be the 2 of us in against other squads groups of 4. If I click fill, it will always mean that I'll go into the game and I'll be placed with potentially 3 other people that I'll be playing with in a squad. So I can play with people that I don't know, which is sometimes really fun. You don't always necessarily want to talk to them. Sometimes I have my microphone switched off. Sometimes it's fun to kind of chat with people that you even don't know. I guess that depends on your privacy and how comfortable you are talking to people that you don't know. Okay, so that's how you can do that. Okay, right. Over here, weekly legendary quest. Okay, this is really just an advert. Okay, it's showing you kind of like the different options, maybe the latest things that you can buy, the different quests, or a specific mode which is coming up. So this is a ruby. This is a skin that you can buy. Okay, the weekly legendary quest, which we have already looked at. So if I click on here, look, it brings it up here. View the quest. This is this thing, okay? So you'll find that lots of the options you kind of go to different places. Predator, this is the new Predator skin, okay? And Ruby, this is a new Ruby skin, okay? You can grab it and it will cost you money, okay? So there we are, you can buy that. Right, okay. So now we're gonna, so I don't want to go into, all you need to know is basically that is an advert. Up here, this shows the server that we're working on because we're in Europe. This here is V-Bucks. This is how many V-Bucks I have at the moment, okay? So we're going to talk a bit more about V-Bucks in a second. And this, again, this is just my settings, alright? So we've gone through all of this stuff here. You can also play around with voice chat. You can have it open mic or push to talk. That's an important distinction to make when you're in a chat with people. You can mess around with the settings. I'm not going to go into all that now. You've also got a few other bits and pieces here. Settings, and there's loads of settings here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but here's a little tip that I find really helpful, is that if you go into the sound one, it is always worth going into visualize sound effects, turn them on. because what that will mean is you get those little icons of foot padding or people shooting around. Alright, so even if you can't hear them, it is really helpful. A lot of other people use it, so that's worth kind of bearing in mind. Okay, let's go back. I'm not going to go into all the settings now, but just so you know where they are. Right, that now means the only thing we've got to talk about is this top menu here, and I'm going to start from the right and go left because I think we need to talk about V-Bucks. Okay, V-Bucks is the currency that Epic or Fortnite uses. Okay, and you can see here you can buy V-Bucks. So for £6.49 you can get 1,000 V-Bucks, and you can then spend V-Bucks on different things. Okay, and the more money you spend, the more V-Bucks you get for your money. Alright, yeah, let's talk a bit more about that in a minute. Right, career. This just shows kind of different things in your career, how long you've been playing for. You can click on your profile and see how many wins that I have had in solo. Not very many. Duo, squad. So I've got 39 wins in a squad. Oh, look at that! There's 7 wins as a solo, 7 wins as a duo. Okay, so you can just see that. That's, you know, if you're interested in that kind of thing. Okay, you can also look at your replays. This is quite fun. Like basically, if you have a fantastic game, you're like, oh, I want to watch that again, or clip a bit and have a highlight. Okay, then you can go into lots of replays and watch them back. Really, that's quite fun. Okay, item shop. Right, now this is where the V-Bucks thing kind of comes into their own. You can buy things in the V-Bucks store. Okay, you can look at all of these things. Alright, you can buy a skin or an outfit. Okay, a glider, kind of pickaxe thing. Honestly, I think for the most part, you know, they're a big waste of money. Honestly, I know why people want to buy them, but they are really expensive. You think like this tomato head, this is one outfit. You know, one outfit is, and you get like a back bling and a I don't know what this thing is. Right, this is 1,500 V-Bucks. If I go 1,500 V-Bucks is more than £6.50. It's like, that's nearly a tenner. There's only £10 for a cosmetic thing. I am not a big fan of spending V-Bucks on this, okay? Here's what I like doing, though, and this is what a lot of people are doing, is, okay, these are emotes. These are kind of funny little dances, okay, or little emotions, okay, that you can.
Flow, the crow, the no.
There we are,
the
little things that are quite fun. All right, so they range, you know, 200 V-Bucks. You know, that can be quite fun. It's only 200 V-Bucks. That's okay. That's all right. 500 is a bit more. Some of them go like 800, and that's a lot of V-Bucks again. Okay, and you've also got the Fortnite Crew subscription, which is, again, that's quite pricey. Like that's like, I think it's yes, £10 a month. You do get a lot for that, I guess. But again, you don't need to buy any of this stuff to enjoy the game, and I spend very little on this. It is a free game, so I'm not ashamed to admit that I have spent money on it, because I think, well, it's a free game, I've enjoyed it, and I think it's great to support the company in terms of that, but I'm not going to spend masses and masses. This is, in fact, I'll come back to the locker and compete, and we go straight to the battle pass over here. This is where the V-Bucks can be really helpful. Okay, I'm skipping around to the start. Okay, if you buy the battle pass is 950 V-Bucks. Okay, what does that mean? That means if you buy your 1,000 V-Bucks for £6.50, you get a battle pass, and that means that for every level you unlock, remember I said I was level 80, for every level you unlock, you will get something. Okay, so you can see here, like your very first one was this Mandalorian outfit, okay, and I bought the battle pass, and what that meant is I get this outfit, so I have that outfit that I can use. Okay, every time you land on something, a level which says some free at the top, even if you haven't got the battle pass, you will get to have that. So some people don't even buy the battle pass, they don't spend any money, they just get the freebies, and you can even get, you know, free V-Bucks. Okay, that's possible. That comes up every now and then. The more levels you go up, the more you unlock. So you have, you know, you have the battle pass and you get all of this stuff, and every level you go up, you get new outfits, more V-Bucks. So actually, over the course of the season, okay, you get more and more V-Bucks, more and more outfits. So, and here you go, I am now level 80. Okay, I've got goes up to level 100. Okay, that's the maximum level. Now remember, look, I've got 1250 V-Bucks. All right, I pretty much started this season with around 300 or 400 V-Bucks, I think, something like that. Okay, no, that's probably wrong. I probably started with around 1250 V-Bucks, sorry. And then what I did is I bought the battle pass, which took me back to around kind of 300 V-Bucks. And then because I'm now at level 80, I've gone back to that point. So what I will do, okay, is if I get to level 93, I get another 100 V-Bucks. When I get to level 99, I get another 100, so another 200 V-Bucks coming my way, providing I can get up to that level, right? And that means I'll have a total of 1450 V-Bucks. I might spend a little bit on some emotes, but I'm going to deliberately keep 950 V-Bucks, because when this goes to Season 6, it means I can spend my V-Bucks on a new battle pass and go through the process again. What does that mean? It means I make potentially one payment of V-Bucks for £6.50, and that will see me through, as long as I'm sensible, that will see me through, you know, season after season after season of buying lots of things, and it won't really cost me a huge amount of money. So that's my, you know, if you're a parent, that's really worth knowing. If you can teach your kids how to be careful with their money, they don't have to spend loads of money. But I do know kids who will spend like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There's been horror stories of hundreds of pounds being spent on V-Bucks. You don't need to do that, alright? Even if kids are saying, oh, I really want this skin, I want this, you know, they don't need to do that to enjoy the game. So yeah, so that's how you kind of go through the different levels and you get things, okay? You can even gift Battle Pass, so there you are. If you're generous, you want to bless somebody else, you can do. You can buy levels, so I could spend my V-Bucks to level up. For me, that takes away the fun of the game. The fun of the game is trying to level up. I'm never going to do that. So where were we? So that's why we go to the item shop and you look at some of these prices. They're crazy. I just wouldn't want to do that. But anyway, you know, it's up to the individual. If that's how they want to spend their money, that's fine. That's not how I want to spend mine. Okay. And then this is the locker. The locker just means these are all the different things that you can basically personalize or change. There's everything that you own. So if I go into this bit, these are all the different characters that I have unlocked. I could be any of these. I could be this metal team leader. I could be Groot from the last season when it was all about Marvel. I could be this guy. I could be this guy. Anyway, okay. So, and you can edit their styles. I can have them in a slightly green, or I can have them in a black. Okay. You can change their back bling, different things on their back. And honestly, this doesn't change anything about the game. This is just personalization. This is all just for fun. There we are, Rocket League car on the back. Okay, different pickaxes. Alright. And what I'll often do is I'll go on to enable shuffle and I'm gonna back out. Okay. And the reason I do enable shuffle is just so that every time I play, get something different pops up. Alright, and that's it. That's all it is. You can change the different emotes that you have, the skins on your guns, all sorts of things. Alright? Okay, and then lastly, compete. This is where the big boys play. If you want to enter an event, there's the Pele Cup, which I think was happening just the other day. FaZe City Cup, there's a football thing kind of going on at the moment, alright? Then you can do that. I've never participated in any of these because I just am not good enough, and I know that, alright? But if you've got someone who is really good at this sort of thing, you can have a go. There we are. In fact, the FaZe City Cup happens in 18 minutes, so yeah, and I do know people who are good enough to do that. And that is it. The little exclamation mark on my locker just means there's stuff I haven't actually looked at yet. I've got new stuff I haven't seen. Okay, so one of the things I quickly nearly forgot to tell you about actually is some of the game modes. So here, squads, we've got, do you remember I said you can have a party of up to 4 playing a squad, but if you go over that, the only thing you can play is Team Rumble and Creative. So I just want to take you quickly around this map, or this little menu, sorry. So we've got solo, duos, trios, squads. Then you've also got arena duos, arena trios. These are some more of the kind of competitive modes, and you can't fill on these. You have to have the right number of people. All right. But there we go. So this is a more competitive mode. I've never played on this mode, so I can't tell you what it's like. But yeah, that is there. Okay, just underneath that you get these 3. Okay, these are kind of what they call LTM, limited time modes. They are game modes which are only on for a certain amount of time, and they're just special rules. So this one's solid gold duos. What that means is that all the guns will be of a certain, they'll be of a different. Well, you've got different colours that mean how good the weapons are. So that's yeah. That basically means that there will be legendary weapons. That took me a long time to say that. This one is about, yeah, kind of it's a one-shot kill. I don't know what this is. This is when it says community creation, it means that map has been made by somebody in the Fortnite community. Okay. I'm not going to talk to you about Battle Lab Party Royale. You can have a little play and work those out yourself. This is what I want to talk to you about. You've got Team Rumble, Squads, and Creative. Team Rumble basically is a different mode of playing. It's a big group. It's usually around 12 or so people, 12 to 16 people, playing against another group of 12 to 16 people. And it's if you get killed, you're not out of the game. You just respawn and come back in, and you have a certain amount of time, and you have to get so many kills in that amount of time. It's usually like there has to be 100 kills, but it's across your whole team. So your team of 16 needs to kill like 100 people before the other team of 16 kill 100 people. It's quite a nice way to practice. It's fairly fast and frantic. It's good fun. And so if you've got in your own party, okay, 16 people, all right, then you can play Team Rumble, and you'll be broken up into 4 squads of 4, okay, to play Team Rumble. That's how that game works. Then you've got Creative, okay, and I want to show you what Creative looks like, but we're going to do that in part 3 of our video. So if you want to know what that looks like, head on to part 3. And that's it. That is your tour around the monster, the beast of the menu system in Fortnite. There's a lot going on there, but actually once you start working your way through it and become familiar, it's really simple. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any questions, then do let me know. Pop them in the comments, and I'll reply and say what I'll try and help in whatever way I can do. But honestly, I do think it's a great game. It's brilliant for young people being able to connect and play with, even as adults. Actually, I'm now finding a number of adults who will play this with me, and we have a great time kind of hanging out, chatting, and there's a lot of funny things that happen in this game. So it's a great game to kind of chill, connect with people, and it's free. Yes, there are some elements that you can pay for, but that's entirely up to you, your wallet, and whether or not you can afford it or even want to do that. You don't have to. So I hope that's helpful. I'd say if that has, give it a like. Feel free to subscribe to our channel. Take care and spread love, not germs.